The Hanukkah story, so I'm going to tell you a little bit about it for those of you who don't remember it. Over 2,000 years ago, Israel was part of the Syrian Greek Empire. Some of the Greek leaders treated the Jews okay, but Antiochus III made the Jews pay heavy taxes, as did his son, who followed him. Many Jews accepted the Syrian way of life and prayed to idols, and they were called Hellenists. Yochanan, the high priest, tried to tell the Jews not to follow the Syrian Greeks. When Antiochus IV came to power after the previous leader passed away, he was mean and killed many Jews. Davening and praying was forbidden, and the idea of playing with tops or dreidels was born, to fool the soldiers that the Jews were actually praying. Shabbat was also no longer allowed. Antiochus IV tried to force the Jews to eat even pork, but many refused. In the Israeli city of Modin, one man named Mattiyahu fought back against Antiochus. Many Jews came to his side, and they were able to beat Antiochus. But the soldiers kept returning with more and more soldiers, more and more men. Mattiyahu chose his strongest son, Judah, to lead the Jews as he was getting old. Judah was called Maccabee, which in English translates to mean, "Who is like you, O God?" The Jewish men that fought with Judah were called the Maccabees. They kept beating the armies of Antiochus, but the Syrians kept sending more and more soldiers, as many as 40,000. What chance did this small group of Maccabees have against such a large army? Well, you all know the rest of the story. The Jews won, but when they returned to Jerusalem to celebrate and rededicate the temple, it was a mess. They threw out all the idols and built a new altar to dedicate to Hashem on the 25th of Kislev, which was last night. The problem was that they could not find enough pure oil. That little oil that they found should have lasted only one day, but miraculously it burned for 8 days, giving the Jews enough time to make more pure oil. And that is why we are here tonight. And now it's time for the kindergarten to demonstrate it.
אסור לשמור שבת. אנחנו שומרים שבת. אסור ללמוד תורה. אנחנו לומדים תורה. אסור לאכול כשר. אנחנו אוכלים כשר, רק כשר. אסור לעשות ברית מילה. נעשה ברית מילה. צריך להיות יוונים. אנחנו יהודים! אנחנו יהודים! הם לומדים תורה. הם עושים ברית מילה. נשים פסלים בבית המקדש. צריך להתפלל לפסח. בו יהודים יש מחווה ויוונים, מי השם אלוהי? אנחנו מכבים, אנחנו לא אשם. יש פסח בבית המקדש. אין עוד מנורה, איפה יש שמן טוב? יש פה שמן לא. הנה שמן! מצאתי כאן קטן עם שמן.
Group, our third graders. They are going to be reenacting the story of Yehudit, or Judith in English. Many believe the story of Yehudit takes place during the time of the Maccabee revolt. Yehudit was the daughter of the high priest, Yochanan. A small town of Jewish people were being attacked by Holofernes, a strong Syrian Greek leader. He tried to destroy the town of Bethulia because the Jewish people who lived there refused to obey the rule of the Syrians. Realizing he could not beat them with his powerful weapons, Holofernes decided to starve the people by cutting off their water supply, forcing them to give up. After many days of being hungry and thirsty, Yehudit decided she needed to do something herself. She took her handmaiden, dressed up, and left the city to visit the general Holofernes, of course risking her own life. She brought along strong cheese and wine, a nice mixture, with that hidden in a basket. She told the general she would help him beat the Jews if he promised to treat them with some sort of kindness once he captured them. She was going to tell the general when the Jews were so weak that they were ready to give up. What Yehudit really did was feed him strong cheese and wine while they were waiting for the Jews to get weaker and weaker. All that eating and drinking made the general very sleepy, and when he fell asleep, she killed him with his own sword. Yes. She returned back to her city to tell them that the general was now dead. They then became stronger and went and attacked the Syrian soldiers, who ran to tell the general that the Jews were coming. But when they found the general dead, they became frightened and ran away. And that's how the Jewish people were saved and free, thanks to a brave young woman named Yehudit, or Judith. And now the third grade is going to read it.
ואני אתן לכם לנסח. היהודים ממשיכים להילחם חזק. נשים מצור על העיר. אוכל ומים לא נכנסים לעיר. אסור לצאת ולהיכנס. אין לנו מים ואוכל. אין לנו כוח. אנחנו כל כך עייפים ביהודית נדבר עם הולופרנס. צריכים להתפלל להשם שיציל אותנו. אנחנו צריכים לשמח השם. יש לי תוכנית. מיד. לאן את הולכת? יש לי ידיעה חשובה להולכת. נשים מצור. מי את? מה הידיעה החשובה? היהודים עייפים וצמאים. המלחמה תגמר ואתה תנצח. כל הכבוד, הולופרנס. נמשיך במצור עד שהיהודים ייכנעו. יופי, בואי לכבוד החדשות הטובות. הבאתי לך גבינה, חלב וגין מתנה. כמה טוב שחזרת. מה קרה? הלפנט מת. יש, בואי נסיים את המלחמה.
Our first and second graders are going to be acting out a very cute story. It's about two older people, like myself and my husband, I guess, talking around Hanukkah time. The old man said to his wife that he was in the mood for some latkes. He asked his wife to make some. She said, "Sure, but we have no potatoes." So the man goes out and buys potatoes. He comes back and he says, "Good, now can we have some potato latkes?" And she says, "Sure, but we have no onions." So he says, "Okay, I'll go out and get onions." So he goes and gets onions. And then she says, "Okay, I'm ready now, can we have latkes?" And she said, "Sure, but now we need eggs." So he schleps out and he goes and gets the eggs and he returns all excited. "Now can we have these latkes? They smell so, they taste in my mouth. I can taste them now. They're going to be so yummy." And she said, "Sure, but now we need flour." And this goes on with salt and pepper and whatever else. Finally, he returns and he gets home and he says, "Okay, I've got all the ingredients. Now, can we please have some potato latkes? Will you make some?" She said, "Sure, but not today. I'm too tired. Tomorrow." So she says, "Good night," and she walks out and goes to bed. Well, the man said, "I just went shopping about all these things for a potato latkes. I'm going to make them myself." So he gets his pan and gets some oil and he fries up the latkes and he makes wonderful potato latkes. So the next morning when the wife wakes up, yum, the aroma just carries through the house. There waiting for her are some wonderful potato latkes. Maybe not the best for breakfast, but whatever. So there it is. He has now made delicious potato latkes and they are waiting for her. And let me ask you ladies, anybody know a guy like this? send them my way. Anyway, it's a very cute story, and I think we can all relate to it. So watch our children. Here we go, first and second graders.
וכל כך בא לי לאכול לביבה חמה ומתוקה.
אוי רבי קלמן אישי היקר, אצלי במטבח קמח לא נשאר, ואיך אוכל להכין לביבה בלי קמח בכלל?
אז רבי קלמן חבש קוראו לארנב הפרלשי ומנחיר קמח לבן קודם. שלום רבי קלמן, במה אוכל לעזור לפני חג החנוכה לחיים כוס? שק קמח אחד בבקשה. הנה הקמח פנדודה אשתי האהובה, כך תוכלית להכין לביבה חמה ומתוקה.
אוי רבי קלמן אישי היקר, אצלי במטבח שמן לא נשאר, ואיך אוכל להכין לביבה בלי שמן בכלל?
שוחו בשקובעו ואל מגפיו אל השוק, עוזר וממהר, שמן זך וקנה. שלום רבי קלמן, במה אוכל לעזור לפני חג חנוכה עם חנוכות? שמן זך אחד בבקשה. הנה השמן חנדדה אשתי האהובה, כך תוכלי להכין לביבה חמה ומתוקה.
אוי רבי קלמן אישי היקר, אצלי במטבח סוכר לא נשאר, ואיך אוכל להכין לביבה בלי סוכר בכלל?
שוק חופש קוראו ואל מגפיו אל השוק חוזר וממהר, סוכר לבן וקונה. שלום רבי קלמן, במה אוכל לעזור לפני חג החנוכה לחנוכות? סוכר לבן אחד בבקשה. הנה הסוכר חנדדה אשתי האהובה, כך תוכלי להכין לביבה חמה ומתוקה. אוי רבי קלמן אישי היקר, אצלי במטבח תפוח אדמה לא נשאר ואיך אוכל להכין לביבה בלי תפוח בכלל?
עייף רבי קלמן ועצוב, ולהר לחזור לשוק, תפוח אדמה קונה מהר והביתה חוזר. שלום רבי קמרן, במה אוכל לעזור לפני חג החנוכה לחיים גור? תפוח אדמה אחד בבקשה.
הנה תפוח האדמה, חנה זלדה אשתי אהובה, כך תוכלי להכין לביבה חמה ומתוקה. כל רבי קמרן ישעיה, אולי נכין לביבה מאחר, ואיך אוכל להכין לביבה? עוד שכחתי. 1, 2 חולץ מהכפיים, שמלה דורבש ואל המטבח, ממהר להכין לביבה לא לאשתו האהובה. חנה זלדה, בוקר טוב ברבר, הנה לך לביבה חמה ומתוקה.
hopefully your children have learned Hebrew. It's amazing. You can thank Naamagia. We are so proud of them, and I know you are just as well. Now that we have seen them perform, I want to just call on Stevie Friedman. Where did she go? Okay, who would like to make a presentation to the teachers on behalf of all of you. So thank you very much for coming. Please enjoy the Hanukkah latkes. We have the latkes that we actually didn't have the husband in.